So my previous turkey tractor video was 15 seconds long and was viewed like 20 million bajillion times. Okay, it's only like 22,000 times, which is still a lot for most of my videos. So I figured you guys are interested in my turkey tractor. Let's talk about it. So I've got 6 turkeys in there right now. I'm gonna be putting some chickens in here with them just because I need a little overflow space for it. But anyway, here we go. The thing is basically a hoop house made out of cattle panel that I bent over and attached to the edges with poultry staples. I made this little frame out of wood, basically scrap wood. This is just a 2x4. On the ends, you can't really see it here, but I've got it beveled here so that you can, it makes it a little easier to drag it, because I literally just drag it with this chain. I drag it by hand usually. You can attach a winch or something. Just be careful, but I'll show another video about how I move these later on. This is the door. I made a frame out of just scrap wood and scrap hinges and things. It hangs a little loose, but it doesn't, the point of it is just to keep predators out and keep the turkeys or poultry inside. You can see how the water bucket hangs from a piece of fencing wire, 14 gauge fence wire, all the way down. And it's kind of braced that way too. I just attached this thing to the side again with 14 gauge fence wire. It's been kind of a good thing. I don't know if it's going to work when I get chickens in here, but it's just one of these feed buckets. Anyway, wrapped around it, I have more, it's kind of rolled wire fencing, real inexpensive, but that's basically how we keep the turkeys in there, because the cattle panel has holes that are huge. Anyway, but I have that wrapped around the bottom to keep the predators out and keep the turkeys in. It's covered with a blue tarp I got at Ace Hardware for not very much money. I think it's an 8x10 tarp, might be a little bigger than that. But just have it wrapped over the back, and all that does is protect the animals from wind and rain when they need a little place to hide, or too much sun, I suppose. They need a little shade. On the back here, I've got a skirt made out of that same rolled wire fencing. This has prevented a little bit of digging. We were having a problem with it a couple years back, where there was some animals got in, and so we added this little skirt to prevent that. Seems to be working fine. We haven't had the problem since. So it doesn't take much, just a little thing around the edges to keep them from digging. Yeah, so the roosting bar here is attached with zip ties. I could have used the 14 gauge wire because it's cheaper and easier. I have a ton of it. I have rolls and rolls of it for not very much money. But when I put this together, I was using zip ties, so there it is. Anyway, that is my turkey tractor and how it's designed. It's about 10 by, yeah, I think it's 10 by 10, might be 8 by 8. In size. It's not very heavy. You can drag it with the chain by hand. Ta-da!